All right, ladies and gents, Handyman back again for another episode of this spindle replacement on this Hustler Sport that we got. Got this thing pretty much broken down. That's the actual housing itself. That's the shaft here. That's the collar. That's the pin we had to remove. Got a set of new bearings. Don't you think we replacing just one? That's both. That's the one of the old ones. That's the other one there that exploded, blowed apart, remnants of it. That's the old collar right there where the bearings ride in right there. So got it disassembled. As you can see, top lip is fine. Bottom is like I said, pretty shot. We're probably gonna replace it, but we're gonna repair it today to see if we can get by to a new one. We get a new one in. They might have it. I doubt they got it in stock, but we're gonna attempt to get by as long as the slack inside of here with the bearing and inside of there is pretty tight. You know, usually I pack this thing with grease, even though you see these kind don't have an Elamite. That's why they usually burn. The bearings go bad and burn out because there's no grease, no lubrication on them. I usually pack the inside of this shaft in here with grease, because my theory is once it gets hot and warms up, then the grease would melt down and get in between the cracks of these, this little bush in there, and keep the bearings lubricated. But I'm not gonna do that this time. Like I said, I've done that every time I've ever replaced one of these, and they always do the same thing. They're not gonna go bad. These things are pretty much made for no water and stuff. Of course, water's gonna get in there, but to keep dirt and contaminants and stuff out. So it may help a little bit, but for the help it does, we're not gonna even worry about it this time. We're just gonna put everything back, you know, grease the outsides up to have everything go back nice and good, but we're not gonna worry about, you know, putting any grease in that housing this time. But yeah, that's what we got. And like I said, I'd rather replace this right now. It's like I said, we don't have much lip left, but as long as that bearing gets a good, you know, seat around there, no wobble in between it, it should be good to go for a while. And as you can see, like I said, with a few tools, we got that thing broke right apart. I didn't even have to pull out my good hammers in there. Just got me a old hammer out that scrap bucket part full of tools I found in an old storage building. Got water in it, got rust. I'm gonna get me some stuff and clean them up. Like I said, I love tools. You know, comes in handy. This is part of a old spindle right here I kept, and I use it to knock out bearings and this, that, and the other. So like I said, yeah, everything can be repurposed for use, you know what I'm saying, when you're thinking ahead. Save that, and it didn't save me, you know, plenty over the years, you know, replacing parts and doing this, that, and the other, whether on the automobile or whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna use these to, you knock those back in. That one to get it started, and this one will probably finish it out. It just does hit the outside, but I think we can get it without it interfering or hitting that plastic part of that bearing and getting in. Like I said, this thing's pretty much wore out. I don't think we're gonna have a problem of getting in, but that's where we're at now. So let's get this thing slapped back together, and we'll get back with you guys, show you finished product, and you know how it sounds and runs, because it was a lot of noise. You know, usually when you hear that, that's what the problem is. So we shut it down, and I'm glad we did, because like I said, try to get through with that yard, and we just did. So we're gonna get this thing slapped back together and show you guys the finished product once that's done. So y'all have a good one, and we'll be back shortly.